Hello everybody, how's it going? We are here with a general and timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so I'm seeing a relationship that you have with somebody that, like, you've been dealing with this person for a long time. I feel like dealing has a connotation that makes it sound like you don't want to be there. More specifically, you've been interacting with this person for a long time. You've been through things. This does not just feel like a momentary thing. It's something that's been happening for a while. You may feel like there are many different threads that kind of tie you together with this person, and things may just be feeling a bit stressful at this point. And you may be trying to figure out, like, what's even going on here? What's the point of this? Like, how am I supposed to maneuver through this in, like, the best way possible? There's something that you just want to know even about, like, why you and this person have been brought together, even continuously for some of you. This is not your first lifetime with them. Not by a long shot is what I'm hearing. For some of you, you're married to this person. Or you feel like you are. Four of Wands can talk about, like, a home that you share with. Oh yeah, for some of you, you definitely are legally bound. I'm hearing something about wedding. I'm hearing wedding pictures. I'm seeing something that you're reflecting on. This can be something that you're looking back at. Yeah, I'm getting something even ceremonial here. Hold on. I'm getting some sort of food that's coming through. It's like, it's some sort of meat. It's looking like ground meat or something, but it feels heavy. I wonder what this is. Like, maybe it has cheese on it or something like that. There's like a particular, like, sauce or something that's on top of this. I don't know what exactly it is. If it comes through again, I'll let you know. I'm just having a hard time grabbing onto this because I'm personally unfamiliar with it. But it's like, what is this? I don't know if it almost feels, it's like ground meat that's cooked that has, it's like sweet tomato or something like that on it, or it has like a paste on it where it's like there's cheese and like something sweet that's on it. Like, even feels like a filling. Maybe. Like, maybe a filling for an empanada. Yeah, it feels like it would be a filling that goes in something. I think that's what. Yeah, because, you know, you can put like a heavy coconut cream on it. It's like something like that that would be like mixed in there. Yeah, something that I'm hearing, something that would make it sweet. But there would also be just a richness to it. But yeah, that's coming through very, very strongly. Okay. You may have something that feels very important to bring across to this person, but wanting to do it in a way that creates, something that needs to be harmonious with your values, because I'm seeing something that, like, you have to initiate this conversation, but I'm seeing your guide say you also need to be, like, grounded and centered when you do this. Like, you want to have sort of like a calm energy about you. It's like you need to bring something up. You need to speak with this person about something. For some of you, it even has to do with legal stuff or a contract, or like the implications of the design of your relationship, stuff like that. But I'm seeing it be like, you need to initiate this conversation. Your guides are also saying it's very, very important, like secondary the most important thing is that you initiate this. The like secondary thing that needs to come along with this is that you need to be grounded when you do this. You don't want to be all frazzled or all anything where your emotions are all over the place. You want to be centered when you have this conversation. It's going to be important, but I'm seeing it sometimes it's like you need to be centered before you say anything, so don't say anything. I'm seeing it actually be first and foremost. The most important thing is that you actually say something, because you don't want to be suffering from having something going on with your throat chakra, and that's exactly what's going to happen if something's not said. So this is going to be, it's a moment where you would feel within you that for some of you, you feel like you need to put your foot down about something. It has to do with you and this person, okay, and your relationship with them. I'm not saying something that you can easily just walk away from, not that you would want to in the first place, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying this is kind of something that you're bound to in more ways than one, okay? For some of you, legally you are bound to this, but even if you weren't, it's like something that you're committed to, okay? So I'm getting that you may have been like reflecting on your values or like your beliefs or what even you feel like is right within the dynamic. Like in my head, the dynamic would go like this, you know, like you have this expectation, even this like projection even of how you think a relationship should work, and it seems like you need to bring something up about that, about your expectations and your values, or even how you want the relationship to work with this person. But the guides are saying to come at this from a grounded space where you feel like if you have anything emotionally that you need to work through it and then address this. But there can be a part of you that feels like it's too difficult to get into a grounded space to allow this conversation to happen. There's like this part of you that doesn't want to address this. There's this part of you that wants to avoid it. I'm looking at Libra placements here, which is definitely a thing, okay? All of us have Libra within our charts. You may have specific Libra placements that would have you wanting to avoid addressing this, but it's important that you address this. Because okay, so Libra in its shadow can be like, I have a problem, but I'm not going to say anything. It can be like Cancer placements in that way, where it's like avoidant or indirect, where Cancer may actually address something but be very indirect about it. Libra placements can be more so like, I have my own opinion about how this should go, and it's not going how I think it should go, but I'm not going to say anything about it, like that. Because you don't want to like cause waves and stuff, but that's the shadow of Libra. And for those of you that don't have Libra placements, like planets or, yeah, planets in Libra, whatever house Libra rules, this can be where you do that within your life until you learn how to be in the light side of the more advanced side. I don't know the best way to label this, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's like the more grown side of Libra. So that's like, if you feel something, you say something, you know, you have the intention for it to be harmonious, and you know also that things need to be addressed, that it can be uncomfortable, but it's appropriate to do it anyway. Because I'm seeing something very important here about you expressing yourself, and it may be something that you feel a bit uncomfortable with because it may go against the grain of what's currently happening now, but it's very important that you address this. I'm hearing that it's important that you speak up for yourself. But this may be, you may not be used to initiating or addressing conversations in this way. Because it's just about you being very direct and being like, I'm thinking this, or I'm feeling this, and I feel like the relationship should go in this direction, or I don't feel like this is happening. You know, whatever is misaligned right now, it's about having a conversation to bring things back into alignment. But it needs to be addressed, and I'm seeing you may have been avoiding addressing this. Just because it brings a lot up for you, but I'm seeing your guides be like, you're meant to be working with this person, So work with them. It's a collaboration. And you want to remember, like, what is the whole point of this too? You know, like, if you want to stick it out with this person, which everything indicates you wanting to do that, it's about learning how to work with them and being willing to work with them, which is going to take communication and you expressing yourself and what you're thinking. But you may hold back at times and not say things. But it's about you finding your own voice. I'm seeing this be very, very important. This person also, like, they want to hear what you have to say. You may not always feel like that, but I'm getting somebody that would appreciate the communication. But you guys may communicate in different ways, so it's about also understanding the communication styles. But I'm seeing you be like hoping to figure things out with them. Something that can also be helpful too is to sort of like dissolve and just in a moment, for the moment, dissolve and take away everything that has to do with you're this to me, so you have to act like this or anything like that. Just like look at this person as another human and like human to human, try to connect with them and work with them. Instead of like you're this to me, so you're not supposed to do that or you're supposed to be like this or anything. Just look at them, meet them as another person with flaws and with strengths and with beauty and with things that you don't agree with and all of that. Just like work with them as another being, not who they are to you, not that title, not anything like that. Just like another person, another being, another entity in front of you that you are working with. And to just strip it all down in that way, because that's going to be the best way for you to address things with this person and to work with them, by just seeing them as they are rather than all of these things that you have set up around them. Because it's going to take away from you properly and truly being able to see them as they are. So it's about just like seeing another being across from you and working with them from that space. Like, hey, both of us are in this, trying to figure this out together, and like really showing up as a team. Because that's also what Libra is about too. Libra is about being a teammate. It's about your one-on-one relationships. It's about communicating with others. It is about collaborating. It's about showing up in that way within your relationships. With that sense of willingness to learn and to grow and to work together. It's about your partnerships. Yeah, I'm getting this. I just want to use an example here to explain what this means, like energetically, what's coming through. Say that you have a husband, okay? And you're like, husbands are supposed to act like this, and this is just a template for how you think like every husband should act. And it's like you're losing this person behind this like role that you're placing on them. So you need to look at this person as an individual. Like forget all of these expectations that you have of like some sort of social role, you know? And this can be too with a child, it can be with a wife, it can be with a person that you're married to, it can be with any other person or thing that you are putting social roles onto, where you're sort of like losing them behind that because you have all of these rules and regulations and expectations of what they are because they're supposed to be this to you. And you need to strip it all the way back down to this just being another being in front of you without all of those labels and all of those expectations, and just see them as that individual. Being able to truly see them, not seeing their role, but just seeing them as another entity in front of you. Because that's really how this is you're going to be able to make this work. Or even realize that it doesn't work for you. But I'm not seeing you be in that frame of thought, but I'm just putting that out there as anything is a possibility. Yeah, only time will tell what's going to unfold. It depends on your willingness and on this other person's willingness, but I'm seeing that it's now time to address this for sure. In order to like really see where you're meant to be going with this person. So this is like also just allowing this to be as it is and see where it is going and having the courage and strength to be in flow right now. But this, I'm seeing this is really gripping. This is going to be really challenging for you emotionally, but I'm seeing you very well equipped to be able to do this. Like you regulating is going to be very, very important. So you need to bring up whatever this is, this conversation, okay, with this person about how you feel like it's correct for you to continue and like what you want things to look like and how you even want like the relationship and the interaction to go. So it's like you communicating with your teammate and like strategizing here. So that's what the conversation is about. And I'm seeing too that how you handle this emotionally is also going to determine things. So that's why it's ultra important for you to be regulating emotionally, okay, throughout this process, because it's more than likely going to feel very triggering to you, and it's probably going to be bringing up some other things for you cyclically that this is your job to learn how to contain. And I'm seeing through this process there's going to be like a revelation of sorts that's going to be gained through this. I'm looking at Gemini, I'm hearing Taurus, I'm looking at Libra, I'm hearing Scorpio, and I'm also looking at Leo. But again, we all have all of these placements in our charts, so this is an inclusive reading for everybody that anybody can resonate with because you have all of these energies within your birth chart. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.